All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Matt, here at Matt Upton Supplement Reviews. And today with us, we have from Apollon Nutrition, their most recent version of um, their health and wellness series, Nootropic Mind Games. It's backwards on there, isn't that lovely? Of course. So let's get right into this one. Shout out to Apollon Nutrition. I've reviewed multiple products of theirs. I got a bunch of others here in the health and wellness line that I'll be dropping reviews on, possibly tonight or throughout the week. So if you like what I'm doing so far, check them out. They'll be here soon. Here we go. Serving size is 4 capsules. There's 30 servings per container, which is really sweet that they give you that many, considering the exceptional variety and amount that you receive in this product. So here we go. Let me start with organic lion's mane at 1 gram. Now, this is very helpful for cognitive focus, um, energy, immune boosting. It can help with improving your stamina and your endurance. Um, It has, I believe it has a brain-derived nootropic factor producing benefit. I'm not sure on that one, I'm sorry, but it wouldn't surprise me with everything else it does. Um, it's one of my favorite nootropic ingredients. It kind of got a bad rap for a minute from some people because they were worried about their DHT levels, but I never had an issue. If it really does, maybe avoid it. But most people I know, it's never been anything of a problem for them. So, and what it can do for like steady, uh, I think mood. I don't know if I call it enhancement, but it like balances and brings out, yeah, maybe like neuroplasticity or something like that. Okay. Our next ingredient is one of my all-time favorites for performance, for physical performance too, is Alpha GPC, is GPC Gold, and they give you a pile driver of 1,000 milligrams. That is a hefty dose of this. Now, that might be too much for some beginners because this baby really increases focus a lot and really like, and the physical, like, your reaction time, your coordination time, your actual physical coordination will improve. Your speed time, your power output. This is the one out of all the choline sources, in my opinion, aside from maybe like, well, wait, uridine. It's not a. I can't remember if that's a choline source or not, but anyways, I'm pretty sure this is the bad daddy for that one. In my opinion, it is, and I'm not trying to scare you off either. You'll be fine if you do. You can always just take 2 capsules of this and still get a beautiful, fully dosed nootropic. So, moving on, we got our next ingredient, Sabroxy Oxylum Indicum Extract, standardized for 10% Oroxylin A. This is, I believe this one is the one that works along with NMDA receptors and it has like it's great for neuroprotection. It's great for, I really like it for promoting short-term memory and recall. um, I do struggle with that from quite a bit actually, and this product along with a pretty potent dose of DHA fatty acid derived from either fish oil or marine algae is just been doing wonders for my mind and my focus, and has helped again like kind of balance and regulate my mood here, even in some stressful times we're all under, whatever. And so yeah, moving on. it's a great ingredient. It's kind of one of those two, I believe, that works hand in hand with alpha GPC and improving physical coordination too, and probably neuroplasticity, like your vocabulary and your memory processing stuff too. So you learn faster in anything too, not just like sitting there reading, but physical, mental, both, which a lot of things obviously are. Okay, we got Velvet Bean, Kuna pruriens extract, standardized for a minimum of 98% L-DOPA. I've always loved this ingredient. I've always thought highly of it. And I love to see it and hear. I love to see that a lot of people are starting to use it in these non-stim versions because it has mood elevating properties for sure, and it can really be a nice combination to like so many. It really complements like anything you put it in. You can put it in a high stim pre-workout and it'll boost the mood elevating effects without blunting the stimulant effects. You can put it in a sleep formula and it'll help improve like the mood or the balance of the stimulation from that. That's why I think Somato Max works so well. I mean, you have that huge hit of Fenny boot, but they have a big old dose of L-DOPA in there right alongside of it. And I think that's where you get that real feel good bop from. So super solid ingredient. 200 milligrams is a beautiful dose. We move on with Zynamite. Zynamite S, Magnifera indica extract. Mango leaf extract standardized to 60% magniferin. Now this one, for me, I didn't really know if I was sold on this ingredient or not. Yet I wanted to try it out because I had tried it out in several pre-workouts before it was in there, but these pre-workouts were spectacular and they would have been great with or without. I think there's so many other things in them. I really couldn't gauge if Zynamite was or wasn't being a factor in any of that. And so I actually tried it in. I could find it. I found it in clearance at a place around here for. It was a life extension one that had just the Zynamite and it had like some peppermint oil or something in it, and it was supposed to be an anti-fatigue formula. So I tried that, and I had to say, like, at the dose, it was pretty good. It wasn't. It's not. Again, a lot of people, the only thing they say they feel is stimulants, but if you really try to think about some of these combinations you go through, there's definitely other sensory experiences that you can pick up on if you try. And I'm not trying to put people down for that or anything. I just feel that's my personal opinion. So it's not it doesn't like elevate heart rate or anything. It's literally just anti-fatigue. So you're less like exhausted completely, and you can lock in and do things. It's kind of, I don't want to say it goes along the same path as like creatine and ATP, but it gives you kind of that same anti-fatigue relief and adaptogenic style of relief. Pretty similar to like rhodiola, I would say. I ended up liking it. I do like it, and I really love mango leaf extract. I think mango leaf's got a couple of fantastic extracts. So great selection, 150 milligrams, solid dose. Moving on, we got Cognitique at 100 milligrams. That's the coffee fruit extract. That's becoming a pretty popular ingredient in a lot of different formulas out there. And it's good to see because it's an effective one. Brain Thrive, nootropic factor enhancer, neuroplasticity, memory recall, mood, and it complements everything else in this. So my overall opinion on this product is that it's not only a great nootropic, but it's actually something that can help like build your brain for a better future. And I don't mean to completely kiss Apollon's ass on this, okay? I'm sorry, I kind of am. It's man, it's really nice, really really nice, and uh, I really think that it's something like that. Genuinely, I wouldn't just say that about anything. The dosages are beautiful. They mix together wonderfully, and it gets better with more use. I'm on like my third month of it now, and even though I'm always working on myself, of course, as we all are. I noticed my response to things are not that I was like crazy or out of control before, but I have a better, an even better stress adaptive response, and I'm a little more, I guess, balanced with my day in regards to like having my own, not letting other things affect me as much and being more focused on myself and pulling it in, I guess, if that's it's about the best way I can explain it. But the memory recall, the short term memory recall, is one thing I really have noticed a big improvement on. Uh, Possibly be increasing my vocabulary skills and uh, memory recall, midterm, long term, too, practicing and retaining stuff. Um, so I would say, yeah, actually, that has been pretty well improved on a few things that I've tried and I've actually repeated and tried, and I've noticed that I picked it up pretty quickly, where in the past it would take me a little bit longer with some of the instruments I play with and stuff like that. So, outstanding product. You can find it at apollonnutrition.com. I think it's always like almost 20% off over there. They're always taking care of the people. So, and it's at a bunch of different middle, bunch of different distributors, other places. The price can vary, but like they got a great subscription. You can subscribe to it, and I absolutely love it. And kudos to them for taking this thing next level. I really like the last one. This one here is, you know, like I said, it can really build your brain for a better future. You'll function and feel better. I don't know what else you would want from a nootropic. I'm sorry for sitting there leaning on my hand like that. Thank you so much, everybody, for enjoying this review. I tried to make it a little bit quicker and crisper. I'm working on that. So appreciate y'all for being here. Have a great day.